Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Transport Fever 2. Coming at you with more of our Dedication Island series. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. And as always, do not forget, if you are enjoying yourself, you would really be helping me out if you go ahead and smash that like button, and you can go ahead and leave some comments down below if you have any, or questions, anything, what you'd like to see in the future, what you thought about the past, anything at all. Let me know in the comments, and of course, go ahead and like the video. Today, we are going to revisit our goods production. We set this up a couple episodes ago, I think, and we've kind of diverted to some other things. And what I would like to do is revisit that and make sure that we're all kind of lined up, make sure all the things we need to do to make sure the goods are getting produced and delivered to, at the very least, Druidville and Joshland. We want to make sure we have that all up and running, because you can see here Druidville has their desire is in the 200s, and I believe Joshland is somewhere similar. Yeah, so by the time we start delivering to these guys, they are going to absolutely 100% be well over 200. So if we can get 200 delivered each, that's a good start. We'll expand in the future. Expanding would require bringing coal from various locations and iron from various locations into here. That's a project that we'll tackle at another time when we need to ramp up the production in Joshland. And for Shepland as well, and then of course eventually up to Dediopolis. I did actually, when I was kind of looking through and planning out in the future, figure out a couple things that we're going to have to do. The first thing is we're going to have to produce planks in Dogetopia, just for space purposes. And the reason why, I always kind of thought that we could figure out a way to get it all kind of done in this area, but when you think about it, I actually would need 8 of these things running at full tilt. I would need 8 of them, and it would just kind of look really big, and I don't know, it would just look odd to have that much going on in this one spot. I could transition and bring 4 of them over here or something like that, but I thought, you know what, we're not actually doing anything in Dogetopia. We decided to, we have 12 cities and only 10 things to do, but I thought, you know what, we'll do the 4 for the tools here, and then we need tools to make the settings. The settings. It's a old joke from the stream. The machines. We'll make the machines in Dediopolis, and if we do the planks here in Dogetopia, then there'll be a quick shot up, and they'll have half the stuff we need for it right there already. So I think that's going to be the future. There is we'll do planks down in here for that. The other thing I was thinking about too is we are going to have to realign the way that some of these rails work, because I actually need not only the goods to travel down here to Joshland and Shepland like we've set up, but we also need the fuel, which will be brought over from Henduniopolis into this bay where we're going to make an amazing harbor. Not only do we need to do both of those things, all right, but we also, and like I said, the fuel will also travel down to those 2 cities as well. We actually need to bring those same goods, the goods and the fuel, to Dediopolis, and that's going to mean a harbor in here, and the transfer of those goods down this line and into here, and then transferred across via water. And so that means that we need to have 3 sets of trains going down this line for goods, and 3 more sets coming from here to go down there to deliver fuel. Not to mention the fuel that will get delivered down here. So that means, my thought is, this line here coming from Curryburg is going to have to become separated, and then we can make this line come down and be a separate line as well. So those are going to kind of be 2 separate lines. And that's actually going to work itself out pretty well, because we need to redesign this train station as well, because it's not big enough for what we need to do. And so that's 2 episodes in a row where we might be tackling some train adjustments, or train station adjustments. And what I might actually also do is have a completely separate set of tracks that run to Joshland on that shorter trek, because at the very least you're looking at probably 2 trains for goods and 2 trains for fuel, And so that means that on that short trek, that's 4 lines. That's pretty busy. You could get a little bit more on there, but certainly not 4 more for Shepland and 4 more for Dadiopolis. That would be 12 trains trying to get on this short trek of line before moving on to other ones as well. So that there's going to be some reconfiguring that needs to get done in here. But for that, we'll move on. I want to get going here because we're wasting time. I did want to show you quickly before we got started what we got done over in here. The after we finished the station and that, I just went ahead and spent a little bit of time. I fixed the roads in here. I actually got a 4-laner coming over here on a bridge, and I put in the bus station and got some roads kind of reconfigured back in here, similar to the ones we already had. So those are ready to be extended to, and that's just about it. So Joshland's looking pretty good, and we are just about ready to go. So this is what I want to do. I want to go through the production chain and make sure. I'm going to go ahead and press play, let this thing run. And what I want to do is I want to go through the production chain and make sure that all the things are being delivered at the required level. So down here, we need to be able to deliver 400, and we're not even coming close. We got 165. We currently have 10 vehicles. Let's go ahead and clone them and get 10 more on there. That'll get us closer. This obviously auto connects. So all 400 of this are obviously coming to here. And then we need coal depot to steel mill to be a rate of 800. Now, this one here, I'm a little bit curious on this one because it's 607 is the rate. I guess that's regardless. Yeah. So I think I'm going to need more for sure. We have 71 on that. Oof. 71 vehicles on that line. That is mayhem. All right. And what's the rate? We're at 606. Wow. I feel like I need 20 more. I don't think I can get 20 more on this line. I'm going to start with 10 more. Right on that line there. And we'll see how we can get them to fit in. See how we're looking at that point. Other things we need to do, let's take a look at this here. This has got to get to 800. So that's not quite there, obviously. Manage vehicles 530. How many do we have? 20. So we're going to need another 10 at least. So let's come into here and buy 10 more of those. And put those on the coal depot. No, sorry, iron depot to steel mill right there. And in here, we have this line that needs to be at 400, and it actually is. One line that's actually doing its job. Fantastic. With 20 vehicles, we're getting that done. I have no idea how we're possibly going to fit all these vehicles. It's going to be tight whether or not we can get the vehicles to perform at the level we need them to. Over in here, we need to take a quick look. We need the steel to be able to deliver 400. It's not currently there. It's 265. We need half that again. So we have 11 vehicles. Let's go with 6 more vehicles. 6 and clone. And we'll get those going. That'll be that. I made an adjustment as well. This I couldn't figure out a way to get this to reach the commercial all the way down here at the end. And so I put it back. I put this one back in here in order to reach those so that those would get fulfilled. Because I want the commercial to come all the way to this line and then have it be industrial on the other side, essentially. Speaking of which, some of this is not what I want. I actually... Well, I mean, I guess it's not too bad to have commercial. I guess what I could do is go like that and have it be commercial along this, just this road, and then the industrial one behind it. And then this main stretch can be commercial up into residential. I don't mind that, I suppose. That's pretty good. I can live with that. Alrighty. Okay. Let's clear that off of there. Now, The next thing is this line has to be capable of delivering 400 as well, and it is clearly not. Let's go ahead and where is that vehicle? It's right here. All right, so we're gonna have to clone that bad boy up, but we're gonna be putting it on over in here, which is we're gonna want it on opposite ends. You know what I'm gonna do? When this guy leaves, we're gonna go ahead and pause and reconfigure. Hopefully, no other train comes in here in the meantime. Go, 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 go! Wow, that's pretty pathetic. Let's go. Almost didn't make it. Okay, pause. We are actually, you know what? This is good to do this first, actually, because I'm going to have, I got to delete this. Which means we're going to have to re-up it and get it all back in gear. So it makes sense to go ahead and go like that. Now, we need more tracks. So annoying how slow this is. I mean, it's not, it's just, it could so be much better, I guess. So the reason why we need this, we already had 5 lines that had to come into the station, which maybe we could have dealt with, but now there's actually a 6th once I've sorted out in my head that it turns out we're actually going to need, oops, we're actually going to need another line heading towards Harbor to go across to Dediopolis. So that's 3 deliveries of tools. That's also the delivery of steel in. That's also the delivery. Actually, well, it's 4. Technically, it's 4 deliveries of the goods. 3 will go this way, and then 1 comes down in here to Druidville. So that's 4. And then the steel coming in, and of course the plastics coming in this way. So, let me configure this one more time. And cargo, and we're just going to use the medium size like this for now, just as a marker. And then we need to come in here like this and grab goods. There we go. And what was the plan? Oh, yeah, that's why. That's how we had to do it. Okay. So we actually had to configure this and stick one of these buildings down on this end more, because we have to actually bulldoze that. And then we go like this and like this. And we'll spin this around, because what we need to do is we want it to be this, we want to have this side closest. We're going to delete the road. But we want to have it obviously parallel. That's fantastic. And then you want it to be just along a line here, so that there's just enough room for buildings. And then of course you want to have it lined up at the end. So if we could just come out here like this, have it lined up on the end, square, like that, delete the road like that, and then hopefully configure this guy fits in. It does not. Ah! God damn it. We're gonna have to come off of that just a little bit more. Square. Like that. That should be enough. There we go. It is. I'll just stick it in there so that it's connected. We'll worry about making it pretty at another time. So the plan will be plastic still comes in here. We're going to actually delete. Let's go ahead and delete all of this. Yeah. What is going on here? Why is that not going to delete? Clear this out of the way, and what we need to do is actually come back. All the way. I'll go from there. That's fine. But what we need to do is we're actually going to have it come out of this track here. Just like this. I'll come out straight and level to at least there. Probably continue straight a little bit longer. And a nice smooth curve into there, and then we'll come right back out of here like that. We'll do our little cross. Oh, come on. Just because I reset the game. Oh, that's so frustrating how I can't remember something that simple. At least I caught it now and not after I did a whole bunch of other things. All right. Back in like that. Like that and like that. And so that line goes there. And this same line will actually also divert off somewhere in here and slide along this and become the steel line. That will also go in here. So the steel will be delivered in here. Then we'll have two lines. We'll have these four lines here. One will come in and deliver plastic. The other three, 1, 2, 3, will all go out. To deliver the goods. Down to those three spots there. I'm just trying to think here. I think I can definitely delete this. Get this out of here for now. I think I'm going to back this up. I'm just trying to think of how I'm going to do this because I want the steel will come around here. I'm thinking I'm going to have that separate line. You know what? Let's go ahead. I'm going to end up running out of time before we get any of the stuff I want done. But I feel like you got to kind of do it the way you got to do it, you know? We're going to go ahead and set things up the way it needs to be done now. Delete that. And then I think we can go ahead and just throw the track back on where it was. Like that. And then what'll probably happen is this line I'll probably keep pretty close to the same. But this line will keep going straight to a point. I only have one problem with this. We're going to have these two connect as well, because let's say I have the Joshland and Shepland on these two routes. Joshland would come out and stay on this one track, where Shepland's going to have to come out and divert onto this track. Oh no, they both had to come down there. Shoot. That has to come around. I don't know. This is tricky. Let me just play this through a little bit more. This stuff all the way back. At least that far. The only thing going from this station to Curryburg is actually coming off of this line. So this could come into here, and we need, if two lines come out of here, they basically need to go they need to go right beside one another. I think that's the way I want to do it, is have tracks running, like have a double line. There's no way long term I'm ever going to be able to do anything different. So we're going to have tracks coming out of here. I'm not sure if I want to go that far before they start turning or not. This line will actually come into here. So let me actually pull down this back just a little bit further. And see how this looks. So if I do that, and around to there, and then this could follow a similar path. It's going to be a lot of tracks coming around this corner. But I think this actually looks pretty good. It's not a perfectly... it kind of straightens out slightly before it turns more, but it actually looks pretty smooth. It's pretty nice. So let's go ahead and stick this in here like that. And then I guess we would probably want to bring these straight up to right around the same point we have that turn there. We're pretty darn close anyway. Like that. Then we would want, although this isn't perfect curve, so it's going to be hard to match because it's not a perfect curve. Let me just see what happens here. This would come to here. Haha, that's what I thought was going to happen. Okay. I don't want to go too much further before we start the turn. Because I don't want the turn to be crazy sharp, you know? That's level, apparently. So we've come through this hill. Yeah, this is... I don't know. Allow me to just try my best. What I'm probably going to do is come back in here off camera or whatever you want to call it to make this better. But I need to hook it up so that we can attempt. Yeah, I just need this to be attempted. Yeah, I don't want to waste any more time. So we'll hook this up here. And then what I'm actually going to do is hook this up in here. Like this. No. You gotta be kidding me. All right. Good enough. I will be fixing all of this to make it look much better in the future. Let me get signals on this mess. Actually, just a sec. Like that, go like that. Go like that. Go like that. Match that. Just trying to slap them down as quick as I can because those are this is all going to get changed and fixed because it's a mess right now. Goods to Druidville, managed line. This in Rangerton needs to become line. Doesn't. They both have to land here, so it doesn't really matter. I guess I'll have the yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm going there. And then steel managed line. The steel is going to come in on here, so this is going to be 6 at Rangerton. Like that. And that now lines up. One problem. What line is? Wait, is Okay, let me just go ahead and let it play for a sec. And then in here, terminals. Plastics comes in on 4, that's right. And then 1 and 2 is good there. And then eventually on 3 would be the goods that go out to the thing. Okay, so that's good enough. I'll fix that to make those look pretty. And then we'll definitely end up having long term is these won't merge. This will just come out and go parallel all the way around and all the way into there. So there'll be 2 sets of tracks going up to this point. And then this track will go straight through here without a stop, obviously. It'll split off here and go over to a harbor for Dediopolis, and then the other one will go straight through to Shepland. So that'll be up to 8 there. We have a problem with the train. This is... Oh, okay. Pause. This train needs to be able to get back over. Somehow it ended up here, so it needs to get to here. And then I probably need to turn it around now. There we go. So it'll come out, swoop over to here, swoop over to there. Get the heck out of here. Okay, now what we need to do is... Does this guy have both things delivered yet? No. Where's the steel? Okay, pause. This is the steel? Yeah. What I need to do is get a train on that line delivering the steel running opposite it. So the midway point between here and here is probably somewhere in here. So what I need to do temporarily is throw down a depot. I just want to get this stuff running. So this, by the time this gets to here, this needs to get up to speed. So I'm going to stick a train going this way right here. Like that. And it's going to be this guy right here. Okay. 16. Holy cow. That's fine. We'll go with 16. And of course we use this guy here. And we use, it's the steel, so it's the stakes right here. Oh crap. I do that so often. It's just silly. Five, 10, 15, 16, perfect. Buy. And stick it on the Steal the Goods Factory line. And play. So then as this guy comes out of here, this guy will be going that way. And this is kind of the midway point. So this guy's trying to get up to speed. So by the time this guy gets to like here, this guy will be like here. And they'll pretty much be opposite one another. And then I can go ahead and delete that. Delete that. We'll figure out a depot for that area later. So he's going that way, he's going that way. That is, oops, that's steel and then plastic. So the plastics line, let's double check that we can do everything on this end as well. So in here, crude, we have to be able to bring in 800. So that's good. And we have to be able to deliver 400 of refined, which is good. Excellent. Ooh, plane. It's a plane. This guy has to be able to deliver 400, which he can't. He's doing 352 with 25 vehicles. Let's go ahead and get 5 of those cloned up. That should get us close to 400. This obviously is auto delivery. So we should be able to get 800 crude to here, 800 crude to there, 400 refined to here. It's all about shipment at this point. The plastics to goods is capable of the 400. It's just about getting it shipped, so that should work out. Let me just speed this up a little bit faster so we can get this going. So that guy is delivering plastics, but not many. What's the holdup? That guy's got 144 refined. Needs to get there ASAP. So that's plastics. Should be capable of it. Now, over here, we've got to double check our steel capacity. 400, that's good. This has got to be 800. We're at 30, so we need 10 more. So let me go ahead and buy 10 of those and stick them on Iron Depot to steel mill. This is 628. Yeah, I just don't think that I don't think that this is capable. I just don't know if we can get that many goods delivered. Feels like we may have peaked with the current vehicles we have, because there's just a log jam down here. I don't really see much way that we get more vehicles on the track. We can continue to let that go. 628, that's like 310. We're actually ahead on coal right now because the steel or the iron is trying to get caught up. This is at 800 now. That's at 400. This is over 400, which is fantastic. So he'll pick up steel. He's got not a very big load. We got to get that sorted out at the other end. And then goods. So now we have to get the goods delivery. So to Josh, that's 200. We need to double that. So... Okay, and also, let me just take a look at this real quick. This vehicle here is ancient. If I can make this a much better vehicle... Just a second. Let me think. That's the steel that just got delivered there. This guy's had some goods on it. What's the rate on that line? 151, and I need it to be 200. If I just make this a really good vehicle, I'm pretty sure that we can easily... just with the one vehicle get this done for now. So, because it is such a short truck. So let's go ahead and replace that guy, and we'll make him the China Railways JF1, and we're delivering in the boxcar the goods. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. We'll be going faster, getting up to speed quicker. We're at 150. Yeah, 12 should easily do that. The rate on this line should be through the roof. What is this guy? Did I just do the wrong one? Oh, that's the bread. I got nervous. I didn't do the wrong one, did I? No, this is him here. He is now capable of delivering over 200. Fantastic. Now we have, like I said, this line here. He's actually capable of 200 himself. So we actually have the vehicles online to deliver 200. The other thing is here. This has to be able to capable. So we have to more than double this. So let's go ahead and clone. And then like this is 160. Let's go. Well, 10, 4 more. 4 more easily gets us there. Like that. So we'll clone those guys up. I'm not sure where those guys got cloned. Oh, was it down here they cloned them? They might have cloned them down there. Okay, so all of the lines except for in here are capable, and I just don't see this happening. I'm pretty sure 623, regardless of how many vehicles I have on the line, is the max. I could actually take about 8 or 10 vehicles off this line and it's still going to have the same max. This is delivering the 400 we need there. This is actually might be maxed out as well. Yeah, I think it is. I think we've reached max capacity. It's weird. I feel like the limit is the station and the quickness. So I feel like it's 623 here and it's 622 here. I feel like there's a maximum once the line has reached its limit as far as space between vehicles, and the space between vehicles is essentially the time it takes one to unload and take off, right? Because they're reaching just in time. Every single time they get perfectly spaced, the space of the line is completely filled. So at that point, regardless of how long the line is and how many vehicles are filling those spaces, you get to a point where you're limited by how quick it can be dropped off at this station. And the only way to do it is to drop off more goods at a faster rate. And these vehicles simply aren't capable of it. So the limit is 623, 622, however you want to calculate it. When it goes 623, there you go, perfectly matched. That's the most that you can get to drop off at here and go. So the most this is ever going to get to is right in that 311 range or something. Now, as long as we're delivering, which we can, all of the steel. Now, what's going on here? Why is this says the shipment's down, but it should just come in here. Come over here and get dropped off here. This is capable of delivering it all. There shouldn't be any reason why that shouldn't be getting better. There's your problem. Why is it limited to shipping 100? That's frustrating. It's a glitch. I'm going to have to reset all the lines from here forward. I'm going to have to reset this line. Oh my Lanta. That's frustrating. All this work to try and get it lined up and working. I was trying to figure out why the steel's not getting delivered. How's the plastic doing? Plastic's starting to upgrade. Yeah. And oh, here's another problem. Look at this. It's broken here too. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I'm going to have to reset every line in every vehicle. That's depressing. There's something glitched where it doesn't want to, it's only bringing in 100. I don't know. Maybe that's when I replaced this. Maybe what else? Oh, you know what it might be? Oh, you know what? Actually, check that. It's because this is still ranking up because I just replaced this. You can see here it's only demanding 100. And when this gets to here, those will go to 200. It just needs to upgrade. So it's saying right now the maximum is 200. Now it goes to 200 and suppliers will go to 200. There it is. It's when I deleted that factory and it had to reset and redo its capabilities. Now it's up to 200 and it's starting to spit it out faster. So what I'll be able to do is delete a lot of these vehicles and make that work. And I'll delete some of them here. And we're basically maxed out until we get a better delivery source. And I'm pretty sure we're still on that. The same. Yeah. Yeah, this is a slightly better vehicle, but unfortunately, we need faster loading speed. Like if we get to 4 times and maybe like something with 10 or 12 capacity, then we'll be able to probably reach it. But we're kind of maxed out. That's Rory. She's saying goodbye because it is time to head out for this episode. Thank you so much. Oh, look at this. We've got ourselves some big, tall buildings. Look at that. Curryburg. Where else? We got more. We got tall buildings over here? Yeah, we do. The buildings are starting to sprout up. It's 1923, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting to come out of the First Depression. Everybody's home from the First World War. And things are starting to boom. Looking good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget, smash that like button. Leave some comments down below. Let me know what you're thinking. And bye-bye.